What's going on, guys? Thanks for coming to Politics and Life. Today, we are speaking about a border bill that Gavin Newsom is about to pass, it seems like. And I know that Dennis and maybe the Chicago Conservative are going to join me, and we're going to react and talk about this bill together. Dennis said he's about to log in, so it seems like any minute now we'll be talking to him. Oh, there he is. What's going on, Dennis?
Not much. How you doing?
Good. I literally just started the live, so you came in perfect timing.
Oh, okay. Is that Sean on there too?
Not yet. I haven't heard from him yet, but yeah. I don't know if he's busy or doing something. Yeah, I just have like a family dinner that I got to be at that's important, and I know I gave short notice. My apologies.
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah. So I heard a crazy thing out of California, and I kind of want to set up like a small peaceful protest because I feel like
A
once people
peaceful,
hear
a
like
peaceful protest in California.
yeah, I want to kind of like do what you guys did in a way, but like I have to be careful, of course, and like get like maybe a peaceful group of Republicans who, once they hear this bill, who can,
Hmm.
just walk around. I've never been to a protest, to be honest, so I don't really know how it goes, but I'm sure we could stay peaceful. Usually Republicans are the peaceful ones, right?
Pretty much, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so I think that this bill should piss off a lot of people, and I think it would be great content as well, filming out there and talking to people as we get like a group together. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I was just gonna read it real quick, and I want to know what you think about it.
Okay.
So, where is it at? Oh, here it is. All right, so this was just released today. Actually, my dad was like, "Did you hear about this?" He heard about it on the news. It's being talked about everywhere. But it says new California is on the verge of approving a measure that would make illegal immigrants eligible for $150,000 in state supported home loans for down payments.
Yeah,
California taxpayers may be soon paying for illegal immigrants' down payments on homes up to $150,000.
that you know what that means? That means they want to, I would say, get rid of the American people over there and stuff because they giving too much free stuff. And it's up to who's doing the protest first of all. Are they
I,
protesting against it or for it?
Well, I was actually going to try to create the protest myself, but I was talking about getting like just a peaceful group of people going and kind of just like having some, just signs, but remain peaceful and kind of just making our voices heard, I guess you could say. I don't know. I just feel like there's some BS that's being passed. And if we don't start saying something, then nothing, you know what I mean? We need to start saying something, I feel like.
Yeah, but you know what? It's all based off of the election, especially not in the federal side, but in the state side too. Because Gavin Newsom is doing all this to let's say, get rid of you all, more or less, which everybody's leaving the state of California right now. So
Right.
so Gavin Newsom is trying to bring more immigrants in by giving them free a way to get housing
Yep.
for free. That's what his whole plans are and stuff. And he should know that it's going to be more people leaving the state of California than you know than they trying to populate. So,
Right.
I mean, all you got to do is look at your census report, and it's going to tell you how many people left the state of California. We're not only the city like Los Angeles, San Diego, Oakland, San Francisco, Sacramento, and stuff. They 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 are tired of Gavin Newsom. I'm trying to figure out during the recall election why nobody did not vote Gavin Newsom out.
I really believe I don't have an answer for that. I do believe that he was voted out. I don't know if those recall elections are the same when it comes to ballots being accepted, but I think this whole ballot situation has really screwed up our elections. Otherwise, if there was one day voting, I don't think any of these elections would work in any of these Democrats' favor. I really don't.
No, they don't. They just like today, I was hearing that Trump and Kamala Harris campaign team having a problem with the debate coming up on September 10th. Now
Yep.
she's not going to do the one on the 4th like we were hoping she would do. Now the question is why she's afraid of that, Rob Hand. And to be honest with you, I would, in my opinion, if I was Trump, I would say, you know what, I did all I could do. I'm not going to get involved with this debate with her.
Yeah,
Because,
because we're grown adults. We're acting like children.
well, it's like she want everything done her way, even though that ABC is going to be all rigged up
Yep. Yep.
and stuff. And then you have somebody like Donald Bashir, who's not only asking the question but giving the answer to the question, because she did that during the 2016 election with
Yep.
Trump and Hillary Clinton.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know how many out there in Sacramento could spread the word as far as Republican wise though, because you all need some good strong Republican over there.
Right. And the election actually didn't Republicans in California get us the House, right? I'm pretty sure it was because Republican last election was Republican in California, right? I'm
Yes,
pretty sure. So I
yes,
really do believe it's going red. I mean, everywhere I see besides I'd say Davis is super woke, and parts of Sacramento are super woke, like they're full on trans, rainbow flag, all that garbage, BLM
yeah,
outside
yeah.
and Palestine. But I'd say the majority of California is red. I really believe that. And
Yes,
also, that video I posted of the street interview yesterday is blowing up on TikTok. Like I
good,
got
good.
like 18,000 views. I've never gotten over 2,000. 18,000 views, and I've had people from Placerville, from Lincoln, Loomis, Sacramento, Roseville, almost every city saying that we're all for Trump. So,
That's good. That's
yeah,
good.
so I really believe California's red. If we had one day voting, that's the key to it all.
It's time to flip California red, just like we working on flipping this Illinois red too, as
Right.
well, because of the fact that we're just tired of the Democrat stranglehold around the voters' neck. I mean, it's just like this. Like you start off with one Democrat, and then either they get primary, or they go, or the general election here, like in the state and local level, and then you vote that Democrat out. It's just like you vote one Democrat out and vote one Democrat in, and that's the thing. They still
Yep.
have one thing in common: bad policies.
Yes.
And that's the main thing about the Democrats are out there. So that's one thing that not only the voters out there in your state, but the voter in my state, we need to stop voting for these damn Democrats, because they have not and will not provide for the people,
Right.
Raw fan, and their constituents. Just like, for instance, we voted Lightfoot out. Well, I voted her out, but at the same time, I didn't vote Brandon Johnson in because
Right. He's
his
even
policy,
worse.
yeah, he's just as bad as Lightfoot, and
Yep.
he's really terrible when it comes down to the policy. Brandon Johnson don't even have a policy whatsoever. Only thing he's doing is allocating money for the illegal immigrants. That's
Yep.
it. Now during the DNC, there was 20 shootings, 4 people died during the DNC.
So sad.
Yeah, and I'm about to read some about some Democrat constituent got robbed during the DNC right off hand. Now
Oh my
here
God.
now it's over with right now. So guess what Brandon Johnson planned on doing? He planned on, you gotta excuse the noise on the background.
Oh, no
I'm
worries.
at work. Yeah, so right now Brandon Johnson is getting ready to remove shot spotter there. That would, if the gun go off, it would determine where the shooting is at, so the paramedic and the police will get there in time. Well, hopefully they'll get there in time enough, you know, during the shooting incident. So what do we need to do, Raw fan, if he do decide to take shot spotter? Then we need to arm ourselves. That's one
Hell
thing we need
yeah.
to do. We need to arm ourselves, and that will stop that type of crime activity, getting robbed or getting carjacked or even a home invasion and stuff, because 60 to 70% of the victims are black. And Brandon Johnson don't
They,
see it. JB Pritzker
yeah.
don't see it. The city council don't see it. The only person who see it is, you know, the law-abiding citizens and the victims. Those
Yeah.
the one who's really seeing and stuff. So what is Brandon Johnson going to do now after the DNC? What do you think? What do we think we need Brandon Johnson to do? Now the crime won't go. Now football season starting, school's starting back already. So
And the
guess
election
what?
actually
Don't be
didn't Republicans
surprised
in California
that
get us the
it's gonna be
House,
more
right? I'm
shooting
pretty sure
incidents
it's
and
because
involving
Republicans
teens.
last election was.
Don't be surprised. I don't want it to happen, but look at the reality that everybody that what we're going through, raw fan. And that's an everyday thing, raw fan. We go through it every day. It's like now it don't phase us no more
It's so
because
normalized, and it never
right,
should be.
it's the norm now. It's the norm.
It's so
Right.
sad.
Yes, it is. It's the sad that's the sad thing about it.
And then they try to blame Trump. Uh-oh. Oh, can you hear me?
So
There you are.
that's
Sorry, you
yeah, I
lost.
hear you.
I lost you for a second. Now I can hear you.
Yeah. So that's one thing about it that what we need to do. We need to stop voting for these Democrats. Enough with the Democrats because they don't have no policy right there. First, we need to vote Kim Fox out of office. So she says she's not seeking re-election, but look at the damage she done. And just like during when Republican took the House over and stuff, it's not that how many seats the Democrats gonna lose. It's how much
Party
damage
that
that Democrats will do when they get voted out of office,
Yeah.
especially in the House and the Senate. So that's one thing right there we got to remember how much damage that the Democrats will do. Now, Joe Biden is already destroying half of this country right here.
Where's he even at?
Last time I heard, he was in California somewhere on a beach and stuff.
Oh my God,
But
he's
the
so
last, but
embarrassing.
you know, it's like it's not when the Democrats gonna lose the seat. Is the question is how much damage they will do after they lose the seat.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Just go
So
full communist, even
yeah,
though they already
they want,
have.
especially Kamala Harris. She really is communist straight down. I mean, every policy she's trying to say, it's like it's like something that either a socialist or a communist, wrong hand. So
Right.
we really, it's very important that we cannot afford to have Kamala Harris in the
That's
White House, wrong hand. Because
hell
the
no.
minute she do it, she gonna sign executive order on top of executive order on top of
Yep.
executive order, taking away free speech, looking at taking away Second Amendment rights, look at trying to destroy the border,
Yep.
trying to eliminate private health care and stuff. You know,
Yep.
that's her goal, and trying to do something with the abortion rights wrong on top of that too. And that's the
Yeah.
main thing that the Democrats got wrong saying is abortion and stuff. So their priority is abortion, demolish the private health care,
Oh yeah.
demolish ICE,
And the
and
Supreme Court.
and try to put more justice, liberal justice, in the Supreme Court.
Yep.
So it's like this is going to be a banana Republican round hand when it happens. So I mean, if you look at that priority versus what Trump priority is, number one priority is the border. Well, the border
Right.
and the economy go neck and neck.
Right.
Then, if you look at it, education, keep men out of women's sports.
Yep.
You know, stop the war over between Russia and Ukraine, and
And
Israel and
Israel.
Hamas. Yeah,
God.
stop that war and stuff. And matter of fact, Tea Palestinian protesters are no more than liberal Americans, raw head that don't do nothing, that's hanging at their parents' basement, playing an
Yep.
Xbox game, crying and whimpering about, woe is me, why come I don't have no money? Well, it's called a
Yep.
job. You got to get a job to make some money.
Right? Yes, you got to work hard. That's part of
Yeah,
life. They're so
yeah,
lazy they don't want to do anything. They just want
yeah. And they
everything
want to
handed.
destroy capitalism. Like they
Yep.
say capitalism. I don't know what degree AOC have and stuff. But that, I heard she got a degree in economics. I don't know if she bartended her way through that class or she snuck through
Yeah.
that
I
class.
slept, I
But
say.
yeah, so we really gotta uh, the people need to do that vote very carefully. We need to vote these half of these Democrats out.
Yep. And yes, Sharon, yeah, they didn't even show up for the 13 soldiers who died in Afghanistan. Yep, checking his
That
watch. What disrespect.
yeah, and not only that, but they don't have no respect for the soldier that fought and died over there in Afghanistan. Because when them 13 soldiers died, I felt the pain.
Oh,
I felt
yeah.
I felt the pain too, and
I
stuff.
was pissed when I heard
Yeah, I
about
was
that.
very upset with the way Joe Biden did it and stuff. And when he announced that he gonna withdraw from Afghanistan, but he gonna take the soldier out first, I was like,
Yeah,
hold
what
on,
an
that's not a
idiot.
good idea. That was
Yeah, what
not
an
a good.
idiot.
That was not a smart idea whatsoever.
Yeah, he's an idiot. Joe Biden's an idiot.
Yes, he is an idiot and stuff. I mean, he over here looking at his watch like the way his demeanor was like, hurry up, I gotta
Yep.
go. And that's what it is, Ralph.
I
Now,
hate that.
what I'm trying to figure, my understanding is, well, it's really a rhetorical question. Why Joe Biden withdraw from the election if he was the only Democrat nominee Ross had? Because what happened during the first debate, and Trump destroyed him during the first debate.
Yep.
So they figure, okay, we don't need to do this again. We got to put somebody up there. Let's put Kamala Harris in, and then we'll take the money, the donation money from Joe Biden, and put it directly into Kamala Harris and stuff.
Yep.
And then we'll have CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, NBC. We'll have them to falsifying the polls to
Yep.
make it seem like Kamala Harris is way ahead of Trump raw offhand.
Yep.
So whoever did the poll and stuff, they ain't looking at the border crisis or the economy. If and if you got some black women, I don't know if there's a lot. They talking about they want to vote for Kamala Harris because she's the first black woman raw offhand. But what about the policy and stuff?
Yep.
Well, I'm for abortion, okay? So because she don't have kids, I guess that's the reason why she's for abortion because she don't have no kids. But she the stepmother of two white kids.
Yeah,
So why she
weird
don't have?
kid.
Yeah. So why? Yeah, one of them is real strange, right?
Yeah.
And stuff. I say now that's not being raised right, wrong thing.
Yeah.
So why she just can't do that? Why she sit around here pushing for abortion? Why would you want to push? The questions need to be asked. Is it really worth continue on pushing abortion versus these illegal immigrants that killing these young ladies out here in the streets, especially in
Mm.
Texas, California,
Yep.
Chicago? They over here taking over the apartment complex out there in Denver, Colorado, and stuff. Look what's going
Oh,
on in
yep.
New York.
I was just showing my dad about that, the
Yeah, look
Colorado
at
stuff.
look what's happening in New York City. And if you look at every time every time this type of chaos is by Democrats. They know exactly what they're doing. They're doing this on purpose because if the black voters say we had enough of this shit, then the politicians say, "Oh hell, I want to save my seat."
Yeah.
Well, let's bring the illegal immigrants in. We'll give them free health care, free housing, everything free and stuff like that. Free Medicare, Medicaid.
Yep.
We even give them Social Security if that's the case. So they try to push the American people out and bring in this type of communism, terrorist,
Yep.
socialist group of people, and so for votes. That's what they want to do, Raw. Okay, the
Yep.
Democrats. I was looking at Hakeem Jeffrey earlier
Oh,
today
I
from
hate
another.
him.
I looked at him from so I'm looking at Hakeem Jeffrey, and I want to get on that show and debate him about this because I don't have nothing to lose. I'm just a voter.
Right.
I don't have nothing to lose on that if I want to talk to Hakeem Jeffrey or any other fake politician. That's what I want to do, Ron King. Because for somebody who, I don't see nothing real on Hakeem Jeffrey except for his eyes. That's the only thing I see real about him is his eyes. Hey, Vashawn, how you doing?
Are you busy, bro? Are you gonna join us? Or are you busy right now? I understand. I gave you guys very short notice, so.
Yeah. So that's
Oh,
one thing. Go
what were
ahead.
you gonna say? Oh, I was just
No,
gonna
go
say
ahead.
I had a video of a guy in Chicago, by the way, that it's only a minute long, and he was reacting to the Democrats being in Chicago. I wanted to react to it if you're down for it, real quick.
Go ahead. Go. Yeah,
All right,
please
here
play it.
yeah, it's awesome. Here we go. Let's see.
Black people, why do we constantly support a party that has done nothing for us in our communities? Leave our communities all fucked up. Look at all the Democratic run cities. They all fucked up. Philly, Chicago, LA, fucking where I'm from, Ohio.
Oh, Ohio.
You understand what I'm saying? San Francisco, Oakland, all Democratic run cities, why they fucked up? You know, they ain't done nothing for us, man. Why our schools fucked up in all these same places? And I know it's gonna be a bunch of y'all like, oh, that's Republican talk points you down with Trump. Our shit was fucked up way before Trump was even coming around, before he was even thinking about politics, man. We've been fucked up, we've been lied to, we've been taken advantage of from our local leaders to the national leaders, yo. They take advantage of our votes and leave us with shit. Why do we keep fucking with somebody who does that to us? I just do not understand our logic for the fucking life of me. Why do we constantly support people who don't really give a fuck about our people? Why? And it's just, they say, oh, it's not the president, it's the local level. On the local level, it's fucked up. The whole Democratic Party is fucked up, man. You know, they sell the people out, get what they gonna get, and leave us all
It's almost
fucked up.
over.
The same ghettos that been ghettos, they've been the same ghettos for 50 fucking years. Ain't none of these neighborhoods got better unless they got gentrified. Show me a neighborhood that got better and the people, the original people still there. Show me. I ain't seen one. I'm not saying it don't exist, but show me. I'm just saying, why the fuck do we keep giving our fucking time and our vote and our effort for people who just leave us with the short end of the stick every trip? Pause. You understand what I'm saying? I need answers from you old niggas and you women who keep these motherfucking clowns in power.
That's it.
Okay,
Right?
yes, okay, I'm gonna respond to that. The reason why that we keep on voting that the Democrats ain't doing nothing because they only are one. They only you only gonna see them during the election time, during the primary and the
Yep.
main election. So it's up to black people to be more wise about who we voting for, Ralph here, because the Democrats only know one thing: lies. That's all they know is lies. So
Yep.
that's the reason why that the black community, especially, is all messed up over here on the south and west side because you got soft on crime, you got politicians, especially in the city council, who over here want to vote because of the same skin color Ross has. So
Yep.
if you stop voting for these black politicians who have not done nothing, and either they are unwilling or unable. So if they don't, if they continue on lie, you gon' you gonna be fed into that stuff. That's the reason why the neighborhood is been like it is, and it's not only. And yes, yes, that's right. That is true. 60-year-old are blind voting.
Yep.
So, and then not only 60-year blind voting, but we voting for the people of the same skin color too. Look what we did. Look what we did when Obama was in office. Look what we did when Tony Franklin became county president. Look what happened when Lori Lightfoot was mayor. Look what happened when you had the Congressional Black Caucus. They focus on one thing: racism, Jim Crow, 150 years of slavery and stuff like that. And every time you got not only the politicians, you got people like Al Sharpton, who over here talk about slavery. Al Sharpton have not done nothing for nobody and stuff.
Yep.
And then
Yep.
if you look at it, The only time he show up is when a black criminal get killed by a cop, especially a
Yes.
white cop.
Yeah.
Then you got to look at what happened. Then you got people like Benjamin Crump. You got these news media like Joy Reid, who over here talking about Trump. She got so much Trump deranged syndrome. Look what she did. She blonde her hair. So that's called Trump derangement, Ralph Hand. So you got to look at so not only you got to look at these black politicians in the local level that's keeping us subjected to continue on voting for Democrats. Not only Democrats, but black Democrats, Ralph Hand.
Yep. What is this? It's honestly surprising how no one is talking about the Social Security numbers being leaked under the lead of Joe Biden and Harris. I didn't hear about that. Was that recent? I wouldn't be surprised.
That's nothing new.
I wouldn't
And
be
now they're gonna
surprised.
try. And let me tell you something. The Harris campaign gonna try to do everything. The Democrats are going to do everything to make sure that Harris get into office rather than against Trump. But we got to be much smarter than that. I say, if you're going to vote on election day. Do not do
Yes.
the mail-in ballots. Don't do the mail-in ballots. Vote on election day, Raw fan.
Yeah.
For those that not in this city or in this country and still, claim that you're still in Illinois and stuff, especially the military, do them absentee ballots. I think this whole country should have voter ID and stuff. It's no more than a driver license.
Yep.
That's what they need to do.
Well,
So-
according to them, that people are too dumb or not educated to get ID.
Why they get well?
They're
How they
stupid.
cash
Right.
their check?
Exactly.
How
How do they get a
how they-
job?
How they buy alcohol?
Right. It's just, it's
Yeah.
almost, it's so disrespectful how they think of people. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's so racist.
Georgia made sure that they enforce the voter ID and stuff. But then when you do the voter ID, it really doesn't mean they're going to vote for Republican and stuff. Look at
Right.
Raphael Warnock. Now, he's a pastor, and he's still down with abortion.
Yep. And he ran over his wife, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
he's
said-
fake.
but he's for abortion and stuff. You know what I mean? I can understand you do abortion for, I say, 15 weeks and stuff. But you know what? I tell everybody, if you really want to, if that's the case, teach your son and daughter about safe sex. That's
Yes.
the parent's job.
Yes.
That's not the school job and stuff like that. And then it's up to the kids, it's up to the parents. If they find out that these drag queens and stuff is in the
Yep.
school, twerking, shaking their ass and stuff, reading them stories, take your kids out of that school and do some homeschooling and stuff. That's one way to do it. And stuff. And
Yep.
that educational and your kids reading and math will go up higher than dealing with somebody who got a 5 o'clock shower but wearing dresses.
Yeah, you see this guy named, have you heard of Jeffrey Marsh by chance? Jeffrey Marsh?
Please, okay. Go. I took my Rolex. Go ahead and tell me the story about him.
So this guy's on TikTok and he's very well known, and a lot of liberals push him, and I don't get it why. He's gay, he's fully in on the LGBTQABB community, but what he'll do is he has like a large platform of children that listen to him, and he'll convince these people or like talk to these children into, like he calls it, disconnecting from your family, like your parents at young ages. And then he'll also say in that same video, if you decide to disconnect from your parents and they don't accept you, come be part of my family. You already get what I'm getting at? How disgusting that is?
Sound more like statutory. Sound like kids pornography to me.
Yeah. And then I get banned for 2 weeks for just playing a reaction to Kamala Harris and make a joke about it. And they banned me on TikTok, but they're letting this guy on TikTok groom kids. It's disgusting. And on YouTube. YouTube totally is in bed with these groomers, but they'll ban us for taking a second to talk about COVID.
They are. We can't even talk about COVID, but you could talk about somebody like Leah Thomas, how she deserved Women of the Sport, and she got a 20-inch penis dragging in the swimming pool with other women and stuff. Yeah, good job, YouTube.
Right? Yeah, YouTube's a joke. Do you see what Bashan said? The JBD community.
Yeah, I call it the question mark community because they don't know
Yeah.
what the fuck they are doing and stuff. They just want to destroy our kids and stuff. That's
Yeah,
one thing I want to know. That's one thing I do know about that.
we would call that pedophilia in the open when I was a kid. I just don't get why these liberal mothers are going along with it. Like
And
it's
where's
like
the fathers at?
the
That's one
fathers, some
thing.
of
Where's
yeah.
the father? Where's the father?
These women are dating very feminine men. That's what I think. Or single. They're single or the other way around.
Yeah,
Because
that's what it is.
there's no way a manly man's gonna put up with this kind of stuff.
I know
No
I
way.
wouldn't put up. I
Yeah.
remember one time my daughter brought a LGBT, a rainbow flag in my house, and I
Oof.
just went off on her. And I told her, "You better either you throw it out and put it in the trash, or you going out the house. You make that
Yeah.
decision." She destroyed. She ripped that. She ripped it up. I said, "I don't want nothing in my house like that again." And then when she say, "Well, you don't have no problem having a Trump picture in here," yeah.
Huge
Well,
difference.
yeah,
Huge
well,
difference.
it's a big difference when somebody who's paying the rent and somebody who's not paying the rent.
Exactly. Yeah, that's true. I was trying to, yeah. So a lot of people don't know this, and yes, they are being raised. You're right, Vishon, by single mothers. Have you seen the Matt Walsh "What Is a Woman" documentary by chance?
I saw some in the documentary and stuff. Yeah,
Because
I
it talks
did.
about it. He goes into like great length with these doctors. Like there's woke doctors, and then there's like a common sense doctor who I liked, and she is talking about the people who created this whole movement were scientists who were torturing and raping kids as young as 1 year old. These are the people who are behind the whole movement, who created the movement, and they're being celebrated in public, in the open, on a mass scale. It's very disgusting when you go into the history of who created the ideology. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not only that, but you got some preachers who embracing this type of madness, Ralph, and too.
Yep.
Christian. But everybody don't think logically no more and stuff. That's why that's my biggest fear right there. Nobody don't want to think logically.
Yeah, and a lot of men, I feel, are complicit as well. Like what I was telling Vashon recently, I call them soy boys or yes men. We need to stop having these yes men, and we need to have men come forward and just say, no, enough is enough. Stop doing
Yeah,
this. Like,
yeah.
because it's all about acceptance at first, and then they push their boundaries to the point where it's eventually in your face 24/7.
You know what? Here's the. I'm gonna say something. It might be funny, but I might offend some people and stuff.
I'll say it.
I think that when Trump get into office, I think he should make a mandatory that every man do a mandatory testosterone test and stuff like. That's why.
See who the soy boys are and put them in their own little corner. Have the soy boys in their own little corner and the little fake periods that they say they can have.
Yeah, take a test to see if your testosterone level is up there or not. That's what I believe they should do, Ron Fan. You know, just do the test and just like, are you really a man or you want or what? I mean, especially like Leah Thomas or William Thomas, whatever his name is. That's one thing about it. I mean, that's what I would do.
So I have a question, and this goes back to that Patriot Pete dude yesterday, because he brought up the what collapse. He talked about Greece, right? When he was talking about Greece, how they collapse, or is that what he brought up?
I forgot what he brought
up. Or the
up,
Roman Empire. The Roman Empire. He said it was based off taxes, but I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, I've heard this quite a bit in the past, or I thought I have, that every fallen empire eventually started, and the falling did happen due to them bringing this indoctrination type stuff into their culture, and eventually all societies that were once like like kings and queens all fell because of these movements. Like, for example, the trans agenda, it makes men weaker. They also talk down to men, so it makes them like not want to come out or show how they feel or be manly, and so they denigrate these people. But isn't that, I believe that in history, I saw a video, they said every Like pretty much Fallen Empire started from this type of stuff that we're seeing now pushed on men.
Well, not only that, but because of every movement, like the feminist movement, I think they got some of these men so afraid of them and stuff that they don't they don't want to touch it. So they like bow down to some of these women or these feminist groups. I call them feminazi myself. That's a nice name for them. So I believe that they like bow down to everything that these women group or like the Me Too movement and
Oh,
stuff tell them what to do and when to do it and how to do it raw hand.
yep.
So that's one of my theories on that raw hand. And I look at it like this here. I ain't gonna let no woman tell me what to do. That ain't happening. I'm a man, and I'm not gonna apologize for not for being a man. I'm not gonna apologize
Yep.
to no woman for that. I mean, I'm just gonna put that notice out there and
Right.
stuff. They're not. I'm not gonna get no. I'm not gonna give out no apology for nobody because I'm a man. That's not how it works in my life.
I love
Can
that.
you hold tight for 1 second, okay?
Yeah, no worries. No worries.
No.
The feminist movement started, ladies and gentlemen, off Amber Heard, I believe, during the Johnny Depp trials. And that's when she was exposed for pooping on the bed or peeing as well on their bed, which is disgusting. That's when the Me Too movement started. So it was all based on a complete lie from the beginning. And then, still till this day, with these fake feminists, you have women lying on men constantly. So I can see why men kind of want to stay to themselves these days. Women have gone nuts, the woke ones.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that very loud and clear. They
Yeah.
they was born with two things. One of them is drama. They was born with that drama. It's like, you know, what is it that you want? It's oh shoot, it's dark out here.
Oh. Well, we've been on for like 40 minutes, so if you need to go, I understand. I just wanted to do a show with you guys. And Vashon, we could do one soon, of course.
I'm give me about 20 minutes. I'm gonna be home. So
All
once
right.
I get home, I can talk to you and Vashon.
All right, sounds good.
I'm gonna try and see if I get P Ray in too.
Oh, yeah, let me know.
Will
Definitely.
do. Okay.
All right, I'll talk to you guys soon.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys, I'm still going to stay live. So I have a few things that I want to discuss. And yeah, Vashon, I do love it. Yeah, there's more interaction lately, but I do use Twitter too as well. But I want to show you guys this new video, or actually, it was released today. Yesterday. I'm going to show you the preview of it. The actual interview was actually today, and it was Trump talking about some very deep John Ryan. I believe the interview has been released, so I have to do a live reaction to it, but they go into some crazy stuff. So I'm going to show you exactly what the trailer shows. Let's get it started.
I have zero trust in any government agencies. I have zero trust in our Congress and our Senate, anything. We have a government that's not functioning right now. How
That's
are you
true.
going to gain the trust back of the American people within the government? And are we going to see anybody held accountable?
We need accountability right now more than ever. The BS that we've been going through the past 4 years, it's not okay. It's not acceptable. We have had treason at the highest level committed on our own people, funded by our own taxes, by the way, I'd like to bring up. And now, like I said earlier, in Sacramento, California, they're giving illegals up to $150,000 if they want to get in a new house off our taxes. It's like an approval in a way where they get free money down payment. Freaking ridiculous. While we have homeless veterans on the street.
The media's been against
Alpha.
you. Then there was Russiagate. Then there was the impeachment. Then they kicked you off all of your social media platforms. They prosecuted you.
I beat Nancy Pelosi. I beat all these people, every one of them. And somebody said, if you look at it, he beat the Clinton family.
I'm going to pause that real quick. That's what right there, ladies and gentlemen, that's what you call a goddamn fucking alpha. Sorry for my language. All the shit they have done and said about Trump and his family. This is America's time. This is what we call payback, what's coming. And it's going to be so rich, and I'm going to be enjoying eating popcorn the whole time. I hope that day one, Trump arrests everyone involved in the cover up. January 6th, the Russia bullshit. Hillary Clinton's Pizzagate. Look up Pizzagate. It involves the Obamas. Talks about kids being ordered using special pizza code words. The Obamas are involved. The Clintons are involved. The whole swamp's involved. And as we know, Trump was the most pro save the kids president ever when it came to sex trafficking. He was right on board with that from the beginning. We need to save the children, because the children are who's most vulnerable right now with this open border in regards to sex trafficking that's going on in record numbers right now.
Right?
Excuse me, my turn.
And that was really Obama too, because he was behind her 100% like he was running.
And Kamala Harris is ready for the job.
Suck a dick.
And I beat the Bush family. I beat everybody.
Alpha.
That's all of his donors and special interests out there. The RNC told us we have all.
I'm going to stop pausing it, but let me tell you, do I miss the fuck out of 2016 debater Trump? We need that guy back for this next debate. He needs to put the whole deep state on blast, and he needs to go in hard 2016 Trump on Kamala during this debate. Please tell me if you guys agree. I've been saying for a while now, Trump's very presidential lately, but we need big dog. He needs to shut this shit down in this final debate, because we all know Kamala's a chicken shit. She's really stupid, and this will be the only debate chance he will get. I hope he takes it, but I think there's like a 50-50 chance. I think Kamala's too scared to debate Trump, because Trump, he's a bulldog. He's going to go in and just attack you from every corner. And the good thing about Trump in regards to debates is all the facts are on his side. All the numbers are on his side. He had a secure border. He had record economy before COVID. He had peace in the Middle East. We had 0 wars. Everything was just going good. Like, we were energy independent. We didn't have the homeless crisis. Let me tell you, I'm in California. That homeless crisis is out of control right now. Like, where I was just living, where I moved out of, in 4 different directions within a mile radius surrounding where I was living. By the way, there's a school half a block away. All homeless, like, encampments just being created. Also, stores being closed because these homeless people and illegals are just being thrown outside these stores, and they're just robbing these places blind. So it's getting really bad. So right now is the time to educate yourself if you're gonna.
All donors in the audience, and the reason they're not loving me, the reason they're not loving me is I don't want their money. I'm going to do the right thing for the American public.
And the latest was there was an assassination attempt.
You guys can hear what Trump's saying, right? Sharon, you can hear, right? I heard you say I agree, but Mike, you guys can hear what he's saying, right? Just want to confirm that.
Really a lone wolf?
That is going to be one of the most iconic pictures in history right there. I'm telling you, got up with this freaking fist going, the fucking American flag behind him. That right there almost gives you chills up your spines in a way, right? America.
The reason I'm being treated like this is I want a strong military. I want a border. I want things that you would like. I want low taxes. I want great jobs. I want to make America great again. All of these things, they want to destroy our country. They're called environmental extremists. The answer is yes on the second. They're going to be held accountable.
They make this look so badass. Tell me this does not look badass right here. This actually came out today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to react to the full interview live with you guys tomorrow. I hope you join. It's probably going to be an hour and a half. Who knows how long it will be.
Would you like to be the president of the United States?
I really don't believe I would run, but I would like to see somebody
Yes,
as
Sharon.
the president who could do the job. You've said, though, that if you did run for president, you believe you'd win.
Tell you what, I wouldn't go in to lose. I've never gone in to lose in my life.
I, Donald John.
Oprah is so cringe and so freaking fake. Did you guys hear what she said at the DNC convention? Remember, they used to actually be really good friends. She loved him. Just like The View, Whoopi, they all loved him. And the minute he went down that escalator and ran as a conservative is when they all decided overnight that he is the racist, biggest white supremacist the world's ever seen, which we all know is just bullshit at this point.
On Trump, do solemnly swear.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
Why wouldn't you dedicate yourself to public service?
Because I think it's a very mean life.
You know, I could have done that to Hillary Clinton. She got a subpoena from the United States Congress and she destroyed everything. You go to
He needs to go hard on the Clintons. Yeah, Sharon, this is badass. Very badass, I think. He needs to go hard on the Clintons. He needs to make sure they're locked up. I mean, if I've been able to see her emails exposing their past, you definitely know Trump's seen them. So why the hell aren't they in prison? I mean, have you guys seen the WikiLeaks emails that we're talking about? I can't go into details there because I don't want CommuTube to ban me for another 2 weeks like last time. So I'm not going to go into details, but I would suggest that people look up the Obama and the Clinton email WikiLeaks. That's all I'm going to say. It's going to piss you off. Let's just say kids are involved.
jail for that for years.
Uh-huh.
And if you did it as a private person, you go to jail. But she destroyed everything. And I said, you know, I had won the race. She said, wouldn't it be terrible to have the wife of the president of the United States, a former president of the United States, being put in prison?
It's just awfully good that someone with the temperament of Donald Trump is not in.
Yes, Vashon, I agree. Obama's the ringleader. I really believe Obama's behind all of this. As we know, it was Hillary Clinton and Obama who actually got the dossier. Oh, guys, here, let me put this on my charger. I don't want this to die. 1 sec. Sorry about that. But yeah, he came up with the dossier, and Hillary Clinton is the one that paid for it. Her campaign, I believe, right? And then that's when all the Russia BS nonsense actually started. And because we know with John Durham, who I'm not very favored of, he exposed that it was all BS. I wonder why they turned on him. Sharon, I really believe that Trump was the first ever president that wasn't installed in. I think that Trump was actually the first president ever voted on by the people, and that's why they hate him. Also, because he came in as a billionaire, and he was the only president in history that did, and also he was the only president that left poorer. Obama, you saw, came in I think with like a net worth of 3 million, and then he left with like 200 million. And then the Clintons, we already know the corrupt agencies they run. It's already been exposed by many of people.
In charge of the law in our country.
Because you'd be in jail.
They've got to be held accountable. What they're doing, they're destroying this country. They're crooked people. They're dishonest people. They're going to be held accountable. So when I came to Washington, you know, I won an election that everybody said, they thought I was just going to have some fun. Everyone said, he's got too good a life. I did. I had the greatest life. I went from that to having bullets shot at me, okay? I had the greatest life.
As you heard from Michelle, Kamala was not born into privilege. She had to work for what she's got. And she actually cares about...
By what? Sucking penis to get to the top? Or how she really got into the political arena by Willie Brown, who was married, but having an affair with Kamala on the side. That's what I think she's very good at, is ruining marriages, or maybe locking up black men while using them for cheap labor. Or I've also heard putting people on death row that were wrongly accused. I saw an interview recently of a person that, and Kamala actually, so she put this guy on death row who was actually innocent. And when she actually charged the dude with the charges, she actually smiled and laughed, he said. Wrongly accused of someone, put on death row, and then have the nerves to laugh at these people. That's how they think about you. They think we're their servants.
people are going through.
In jail for marijuana violations and then laughed about it when she was asked if she ever
Yep.
smoked marijuana.
And I had to rely on people to give me names. And many were really good. But I also picked people that, in retrospect, I wouldn't have picked. But now I know the smart ones, the dumb ones, the weak ones, the solid ones, the ones like you. And now I have
And that's another thing. Probably one of the biggest things I critique Trump on is he didn't have the best people around him. But as you know, he wasn't a politician. He didn't know. He had people that were kind of probably already in those positions saying, hey, do this and this, thinking that they had his best interests when a lot of them didn't. But the good thing is, I think he has a freaking dream team. When you're talking about, what is it, the 92 dream team with, you got Jordan, you got, who was it? Jordan, you had Bird, you had Magic Johnson, Charles Barkley, all of them, John Stockton. No one could beat him. He has that right now. I mean, you got Vance, who wasn't my pick for VP, but the more I hear him, I actually really like him. And I saw his movie, and I thought it was really good. Also, Vivek, I wish he would have been VP, or Byron Donalds. Now we got RFK. Who else? Yeah, RFK. We have Elon Musk even. Like, we got the dream team right now. I really think these next 4 years, if the election is secure, let's say, this would be the best 4 years in American history. That's what I really believe.
to beat somebody that nobody ever heard of, who's a Marxist.
We have confused the idea that to achieve safety, you put more cops on the street.
This sounds like political presidential talk to me. And I know people have talked to you about whether or not you want to run. Would you ever?
Probably not. You know, I just probably wouldn't do it, Oprah. I probably wouldn't, but I do get tired of seeing what's happening with this country. And if it got so bad, I would never want to rule it out totally, because I really am tired of seeing what's happening with this country.
But we also have some very bad people. You know, you have crazy Nancy Pelosi and all these lunatics within our government. They're lunatics. And it's a real problem. But the biggest problem we have, and the world has, is weaponry. Weaponry of other kinds too, not just nuclear.
Shrink the presidency, discredit even the birthright of the president to being president. Shrink his credentials academically in every way. Have a meeting
Sharon.
the day you're elected to the majority to say the most important thing we can do is to make sure he doesn't succeed.
This is going to be the most important election in the history of our country, I believe.
Not everybody votes, and not everybody's going to vote. So if you are a voter, grab a friend and drag them to the poll and make them vote.
The Donald Trump interview. I'm going to be reacting with you guys on that interview actually tomorrow. So I hope you guys tune in for that episode. I am very thankful that you guys were watching this whole live with me. And thank you, Dennis, as well. Also, I will be doing a show tomorrow. Love you guys. Hope you guys have a blessed day. And let's go Trump. Let's not just go Trump. Let's go America. It's our time we start winning. Have a great night. Peace.